I'm 34, married 8 years, lived in a quiet suburb with too many sidewalks and too few stop signs. Worked in tech, decent paycheck. She worked HR, remote, flexible schedule. I used to watch her roll her eyes at other wives who stayed home, whisper to friends about how modern she was. I believed her. I wanted to. We used to laugh about it, the small things. I'd cook when she didn't feel like it. She'd come home from Zoom calls and throw her bag on the couch like it was a tennis match trophy. I'd rub her back, leave little notes on the mirror. Don't forget to breathe. She'd give me a one-word answer, scroll TikTok, sigh. I told myself that was fine. She was independent. I liked it. By year 5, our sex life had dwindled. I blamed myself sometimes. Maybe I was tired. Maybe I wasn't exciting enough. Maybe I didn't text her cute things in the morning. She told friends I wasn't present enough. I didn't fight her on it. I nodded, agreed, tried to make things better quietly. Then the new guy came onto her team, young, confident. She told me later, eventually, after it was too late, that he called her boss lady and messaged her outside of work. I noticed a change before she admitted it. She smiled more at her phone. She laughed at messages I hadn't seen. I told myself it was harmless. Maybe it was. One night, after a work summit, she went out with him and the team. She came home late but tried to hide that she'd been drinking. I noticed her key fumbling, her hair loose, her perfume lingering, different from mine. I didn't ask. I didn't want to know. I waited. 2 weeks later, I realized she had changed completely. She left little clues. Arguments over nothing, her phone always open, tabs on her laptop about divorce laws. I asked her once why she was acting distant. She said, I just didn't care enough. I wanted to shout, to beg her to stay, to tell her I loved her in the ways she couldn't see, but I didn't. I nodded like a man on autopilot. Then one day, she asked for a divorce. I didn't cry, didn't plead, didn't throw anything. I just nodded. If that's what you really want, I said. I packed a bag and left the keys on the counter, left the house she had insisted on keeping clean for me, the house she now called hers. 3 hours. I stayed outside in the car, didn't knock, didn't call. I couldn't. I had tried to be everything she wanted. I cooked, I cleaned, I joked. I loved her. It wasn't enough. I left because she wanted freedom more than she wanted me. After she left, I tried to adjust. I sold a few old things, her coffee mug, her favorite blanket, the small framed picture of us from our first vacation. Every corner of the house felt empty, but it was cleaner, quieter. The silence wasn't peaceful. It was a reminder. I tried dating, met someone a few years younger, seemed perfect in her own way. She laughed at jokes I no longer told. She didn't leave dishes in the sink. She didn't roll her eyes when I made overcooked pasta. I thought maybe I'd feel sparks again, but I didn't. Not like I did with her. She wasn't her. She was someone else, and I wasn't sure I could feel for her what I had felt for the woman who had left me. I watched her on social media. Couldn't help it. She dated someone from work briefly, then blocked him. I didn't know if she realized what she had lost. I tried to tell myself it wasn't my business, but my phone lit up with mutual friends posts. Her face and selfies, her smile forced, the way she stared into the camera like she was trying to convince herself she was happy. I tried to move on, focus on myself. I went running early in the morning, fixed the faucet, repainted the spare bedroom. I started cooking more, using her old recipes, overcooked some things, burned others. I caught myself leaving little notes on the fridge like she used to do. Don't forget to breathe. I laughed at myself one morning, staring at the sticky note. It felt like cheating, talking to the ghost of the past. Months later, she reached out. A casual, hope you're doing okay. I didn't reply. She wanted attention. I didn't want to give it. I wanted to remember her as she was, not the woman who had left me for sparks that burned too fast. I wanted closure, but she wasn't offering it. She was offering a mirror, a reflection of the life I had tried to give her and she didn't want. I started dating again seriously, found someone my age, steady. We talked about marriage differently. She hadn't been divorced. She didn't need fireworks to validate herself. We were quiet together, comfortable, safe. And part of me realized that safety was what I had offered her too, once. She left anyway. I got engaged 6 months later. Someone new, young, bright, laughing. She makes me happy in ways I hadn't felt since before the marriage. She's different. I cook for her sometimes, and she rolls her eyes at me. A playful roll, not the sighing kind that tears at my chest. I look at her and realize that even when I try to recreate what I had with my ex, it will never be the same. I will never get back what I lost. I post on social media, pictures of us on trips, picnics, small moments. I'm happy. She's happy. People comment, "You deserve it." They don't know what it cost me to get here. Don't know what it cost her. Don't know what it cost the man I used to be. I scrolled through old messages she sent me, all the I love yous I never felt were enough, all the small notes, the laughs, the little dinners, the midnight jokes. I stare at them and remember. Sometimes I think about what she's doing. I don't stalk, not really. I just notice. She's single, still alone in that house we shared. Maybe she's happy. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's learning that sparks aren't enough. That independence without partnership feels hollow, that no one else will fold her laundry or leave little notes that she rolls her eyes at. I run my hands over her old mug when I find it in a box I didn't open. Coffee stains, tiny chips. I remember her smile when she used it first thing in the morning. She hated mornings, hated coffee, hated me waking her up with it. I laugh quietly. She would have rolled her eyes and said, "Stop being dramatic." I see her face in reflections sometimes, in windows, car mirrors, even in strangers on the street. My heart clenches, but I don't reach for my phone. I don't message. I let it go. I've learned she is gone, that our life ended because I wasn't enough in the ways she wanted. She left because she needed something that I couldn't give without becoming someone I wasn't. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. The bed is cold. I used to wrap my arms around her. She moved away slowly over the years until one day she wasn't there anymore. I check the hallway, the empty kitchen. I can't sleep for the echoes of her laughter, the way she used to talk while folding laundry, or the way she hummed when she cooked. I don't blame her entirely. I blame the timing, the choices, the ways we failed each other. I blame myself for thinking she could want everything I had to give and more. I blame her for leaving without a fight, but even that is selfish. She left because she wanted a life she thought she deserved. I wanted her to stay because I thought I deserved her. Engagement came later, wedding plans, flowers, rings, the small intimate stuff I never learned to do right before. She wouldn't have wanted it anyway. She wanted sparks. I wanted safety. I wanted partnership. We missed each other in all the wrong ways. I keep a picture of us in our first apartment. Small kitchen, tiny balcony, broken blinds. She's laughing at something I said. I smile at it. Not with nostalgia, not with anger, just acknowledgement. That was our life. It existed. It was real. It ended. That's enough to honor it. When I see her on social media, I don't feel jealousy. Not really. It's a muted ache, a reminder that she's alive, she's free, she's making her choices. And so am I. I am free too. Free to cook badly, to buy a house she will never see, to fold laundry the wrong way, to leave notes she won't roll her eyes at. Sometimes, late at night, I talk to myself in the empty kitchen. She was enough. I was enough. We just weren't enough together. I repeat it until the quiet stops echoing, until the ache dulls. I go to bed, alone, safe, alive. And I imagine her, somewhere else, maybe regretting, maybe laughing, maybe both. I hope she is learning what I have learned. Love is not a spark, not a firework, not a momentary thrill. Love is patience, and it doesn't always last. Sometimes I'm angry at her. Sometimes I miss her. Most days I just live. I cook, I work, I laugh with someone new. And when I scroll back through our old messages, the ones where she laughed at my jokes, where she whispered she loved me, I smile quietly to myself. We had 8 years. That's nothing to scoff at. That's everything.